Hey, what's up YouTube? Guess who's back? So I'm gonna be talking about AUDCAD and the stock market. So usually when the stock market is strong, pumping, AUDCAD is usually doing the same thing. Same thing with New Zealand CAD. They're usually going up together. At times, yes, they move opposite. And I'll just get right into it and show you what that looks like and what to expect for both pairs and the stock market. Alright. So as you can see, I already got it laid out here, SPX in orange. So they do go down at the same time, as you can see, and then they're going up at the same time, down, up until this point. They kind of break apart. Actually, no, they're doing the same thing. Look at that. Forming than the other. And that's AUDCAD. AUDCAD looks like it's outperforming. So far they're going up and down at the same time. Let's go back in time though and see what that looked like. Put that on the daily. Okay, wow, look at that. So on the daily, it's looking a little different here. Here it is. So AUDCAD is going up, stock market going up. AUDCAD is looking a bit weak here, makes a lower low, but the stock market makes a higher high. At that point, it's like, hey, what's up? What's going on, right? You got the dumb money pushing up the stock market, roll over, and it's vice versa for AUDCAD. AUDCAD is going down, and we roll over, and we pop up. Stock market pops down, and they meet up with each other, and they're like, hey, what's up? What's up, old friend? And they're back on the same path, kind of following each other roughly, as you can see. Boom, look at that. If you line that up, same tops, same bottoms, same top. So for AUDCAD, it looks like we have a bullish fallen wedge pattern over here, right? So if this is true, then that means AUDCAD is going to go to the upside. And I want to say back, let's see, we hit this zone over here, leg. We hit this zone up here. I'd like to see that break out and continue higher to about this area up here. On top of that though, we do have a trend line smacking down on this. Yeah, okay, perfect. Look at that. So the secondary resistant level, I don't think we would go as high as the first one. So we would stop out at 0.975. Alright. This is if AUDCAD can hold up. That's where I see us shooting back up to. Now if that happens, then that means SPX should do the same. So you have your same downfall, right? Timing is off a little bit as you can see, but same downfall. And then if AUDCAD could survive this support level here, then that means SPX is going to break out of this rising wedge that it has sitting on support. Let me clean this up. So over here you see stock market, it got the rising wedge going right into resistance. So in the long term, midterm, I'd say that looks bullish because, you know, it has a wedge, it's going right up into resistance. Momentum is dying down at the same time. Right, the rallies are not that crazy. We're getting stuff like this, right? I want to see this. This is like that's healthy momentum right there compared to what we have over here. So midterm, long term, I'd say that's bearish going into this resistance area. Yes, it's bullish because it's making higher highs though. So if you want, you can say it's neutral, right? But back to AUDCAD, if you can get a breakout, I want to see that pump up to 975. That means we could get the stock market going back to all-time highs, back to, what is that, 4,700, 4,800, roughly around there. So that's good news for the midterm, I'd say. And then just to back up this theory, we could go back. As you can see already, they follow for crashes. Now up until this point, it's doing complete opposite. It is doing the opposite thing. So you have the stock market going up, while AUDCAD is very weak. It's like, it's not feeling the run up, feeling weak. You can see it's topping out, and then it tumbles at this point on right here, at the 2018 crash. It just tumbles and it doesn't go back up until after 2020. So it's like AUDCAD could be a leading indicator for knowing when dumb money is in the market. It's like, okay, this rally shouldn't be happening. There's going to be a crash coming soon. And AUDCAD can tell you that. That's the story behind AUDCAD and SPX. And little did we know, we had the crash in 2020. AUDCAD from the beginning was saying, hey, this is not a true rally. I'm feeling weak. I'm going to have to sit this one out. I'm going to proceed to the downside. Well, SPX is just getting pumped up, pumping. People are buying into it. And then it ends up crashing. Alright, you see that dumb money just rise on SPX, and then boom, we crash out. If you zoom into that and look at AUDCAD, let me just disable this. Let's do a little TA on AUDCAD, as if we're back in the past, right? So the first thing I'm probably going to do is, okay, there's no bottom trend. Yeah, so the first thing I'm doing, I'm plotting my support line. Alright, so we got support here. We got bounces, boom. Up until this point, it breaks out. We could have held up here at that 50% pullback, and it did. But momentum died out right away. Rally, pullback, weak rally, and it failed, and it came crashing down, right? Yeah, so it broke out there. We retraced or pulled back based on this run or sell-off. And seeing the weak price action there should have told you to get out of the stock market. So this is proof right here that this is like a leading indicator for fake rallies or whatnot. So we'll turn that back on. Look at that. AUDCAD is still not feeling it, but SPX goes up anyways, right? That's a warning sign right there. So Forex, if you could read Forex charts, it could tell a story based on what's really going on. It's like the hidden secret, the hidden truth almost. Let's look at some other examples. Going back a bit further, I'll do like an 08 example. So I'm going to do my TA as if I were in that time. So say I'm looking at prices after I had dropped here. You can see momentum is rolling over, the sellers are dying, buyers are coming back in. So I'm like, okay, we got support here. Boom, alright. Now we have this rally. It pulls back 20% and then it proceeds to go up for another rally. But this time it was very weak. As you can see, it didn't go as high and it's already pulling back. Whoa, that's a red sign right there, right? It tries to hold up on this level and it doesn't hold. And it just breaks out. Boom, 50% pullback based on this run, this sell-off right here, 50%. Price is weak on smaller time frames, alright? And we get rejected in the SNR zone, okay? So now looking back at that, like let's put on the SPX, alright? There you have it. So AUDCAD and SPX are agreeing with each other. They're in good terms, good standing. They're both rallying. AUDCAD is feeling weak. SPX goes up for a nice run, while AUDCAD is not feeling it and is just dropping like a tank. That's your warning sign right there. Another thing to take note, AUDCAD actually came back for a full retracement back to its support level, while SPX was still kind of floating up there in the sky. As AUDCAD is bouncing, now that's where you have the inverse correlation, right? AUDCAD wants to go up now and catch up with SPX. Little does AUDCAD know that SPX is about to tank. You see that? Price is just chopping. SPX is getting weaker, making lower highs. It attempts to make another lower high, and look at that, AUDCAD is on the brink of just crashing out. See that? AUDCAD can't make any more highs. So AUDCAD can definitely tell a story. We will look at New Zealand CAD as well. Has that nice pattern that I'm liking as well. The same. Well, it's ugly as hell. The same fallen wedge pattern, right? Holy smokes. Got that same fallen wedge pattern. Now, over here I got my moving averages on screen. So purple and 1597. These are all EMAs, by the way, except for the white line. So 1597 is purple. 233 is yellow. The green, the faint green line is 55. Whoa. And the white line is, I think that is 13. Yeah, the white line should be 13, yeah. So the way how I use these moving averages, I use them as, like, you know, reading momentum, seeing how price action is feeling and whatnot. And also for trend breakouts, counter trades, I can use these for counter trades and whatnot, resistance support areas and etc. So on a daily, so Aussie CAD and New Zealand CAD, they got the same pattern. You got that trend line at the top on the weekly. All right, we're coming back up to that weekly. But the 5097, my great filter, is getting rejected at that zone. But at the same time it's getting rejected, it's also forming a bullish pattern. And it's sitting on top of the 233-day average, so that tells me something. We're kind of in this squeeze right here. And I think the 233-day average is going to push this back up right into that trend line, and I'll show you that in a sec. I'm going to slap that on there, alright. Boom. I'm going to make a parallel channel for the wicks and the body. Alright. Slap on the horizontal. Same thing as Aussie CAD. You got that fallen wedge. Price is at a squeeze. It's looking to burst and just pop up. So I'm expecting New Zealand CAD to go to 0.902, roughly in that area. So barely making higher highs than its previous high. I'm not expecting it to make another strong move because overall we're in a downtrend. So I'm expecting to have a weaker move, resulting in like a double top, momentum dying off, and then we just roll over. And I want to say this will bleed into probably next year for 2024, and you can see where I'm going with this now with the stock market and how Forex and the market can correlate with one another by telling the story. Alright? So that's all I got for today. I just wanted to share that little story I have with SPX and Forex and how you could read where the stock market is going. Alright? Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm out.